Test, test, test. 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 Test. I forgot how to do this. And let's get to comments. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alrighty. Hey, Rhonda. How are you? Okay, you can hear me. That's good. I was wondering if I had it set to private, but I don't think so. I guess I'll give folks a chance to come on in. This will be kind of quick. I'm cold, child. I done moved up here to these mountains and it is cold. Let me see, what is today's temperature? It is 61 degrees and I'm freezing. I got on layers. I'm like, okay. Ooh. All right. I guess, well, the trick to that is that I just keep moving. Yeah. Keep moving. It's actually in this area, it's winter. So, like I said, it's about 61 degrees, but it felt like it might as well be 30 as far as I'm concerned. For real. Yes. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna give these people like 5 more minutes and I'm just gonna get started and they have to watch the replay because it is 2 o'clock in the morning here. Where's the beach? The beach is almost 400 miles away. I moved. I'll be going over all of that here shortly. Shortly and quickly. Like I said, I'm giving them, it's 5 after, and give them a couple of more minutes, and then I'm just going to speak my piece and count it all joy. I know I've been away for a moment. And yeah. So it's like what, 7 o'clock on the East Coast. And then I figure I'd do another one for like the local people. But yeah, I am at this moment shivering. The perks of being in Africa. There's no heat. There's no central heat. So, ooh. All righty, well, I don't know where everybody is. It's Friday. I guess y'all taking advantage of not being on lockdown before most of the people were still at home. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you showed up. One is better than none. I get to talk directly to you, and you got free reign to ask a whole bunch of questions. So, yes. Let's see here. All righty. Well, I guess I get started, and the quicker I get started and finished, I can go to bed. I had a very potent cup of coffee earlier today trying to warm up. The inside of my house is just colder than outside. You are special. You are very special. Hey, Deborah. Did you bring a crew? My cowboy water lily. I used to live in Dallas. I couldn't handle it. It was too much for me. I ended up in Houston, which was, it was okay. It was better than Dallas. I miss my horses though. That much I miss. Yes. Alrighty, so 2 more minutes. I give them to 10 after. I know my people. I'm living here in Tanzania. I am very, very, very used to people showing up like 45 minutes, 2 hours late. So it ain't CPT, it's TPT. They're like, I'm on my way. And it could be an hour or two before they actually show up. So, I should have probably made it now because I want to go to sleep after this. I can't drink another cup of coffee. When you're used to like mid 80s and up with always feeling every day in Dar es Salaam, it said, feels like 99. You get over here to 60 degrees, you are freezing. So I'm gonna make it quick. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna hey, there's Gordo. Yes, welcome. Y'all see me shivering. I'm gonna try to keep it together. Yes, I have on layers. I got on a t-shirt and some shorts up under this dress. It is quite chilly. As I was saying, it is our winter month. So I got one more month of freezing. just absolutely freezing. So I shall get this party started. Yeah, it's our winter months. Like we have maybe high around 75 during the day. And I think it's been getting down to like the upper 50s at night. So, like I said, we don't have no central heat or anything. And I have yet to find a space heater, which I'm not really worried about a space heater in here because the houses that they build over here is straight cement. They make the bricks, they make the cement, and they build the house. Ain't no wood frame, so it is fairly safe. But with that, I guess it's cooler. Hopefully it'll be cooler in the summer because I'm dang sure freezing. I am so cold, and it's probably warmer outside than it is in this house. So okay, I keep pulling it that way. I see that my hijab is on crooked, which is bothering me. So anyway, let me just get started. For those of you all that have been following me, I took about a 1-month break. Dar es Salaam, it was off the chain. So if you're young and you want to come to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam is the place to be because it was just nonstop every day and, never a dull moment. It was not quiet. It was nice, but it was just very lively. So what has happened in that month since I have taken a break is that I made a move. I moved from Dar es Salaam to Arusha. So at this very moment, I'm sitting at the base of Mount Meru, which is the second highest mountain in Tanzania and maybe like the fourth or seventh highest mountain in Africa. I'm sitting at the base of that, and it sits in between Mount Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti. Yes, Tanzania is it's got everything. It's got beaches. I think they said it's got every terrain. It's got some desert areas. It's got rainforests, mountains, beaches, just everything you could think of. So I love this place. It never ceases to amaze me. And I still feel like I'm really in Africa. Yes, I am. And I am loving it even more. Dar es Salaam really was not my destination. As you know, when I first came here, I went to Zanzibar. And for me, Zanzibar was a little pricey, and you can't survive running through money like a waterfall. So I had thought about Arusha as an alternative. And so I was just trying to get out of Zanzibar. So I ended up in Dar es Salaam, which is the mainland right on the coast, 2-hour ferry ride from Zanzibar, and kind of got caught up in this a 7-month lease. My landlord actually wanted me to do 8, and I was like, I can't commit to that. And I'm glad that I didn't because I still ended up leaving early. My lease technically there wouldn't have been up until next month, so the end of next month, but I was like, I'm out. So reasons for my move. There's a couple of reasons that I moved. One of them is just a big, big, big deal. But I'm gonna make you wait for that one in just a moment. Also, my channel is centered around my move to Africa and trying to get as much information out as I could to people. And it kind of started getting a little overwhelming. So I'm sorry, excuse me. As much as I love y'all, it was just a bit much. So I was trying to do a little hustle, trying to answer every email that I got, and hopefully I got to everybody because they started coming in fast and furious because there are people out there that, they charge for 30 minutes, and I understand why. Now, my thing was I give this donation to my PayPal and you can ask me whatever. Okay, I'm old enough to know better, not to give people free reign like that. It's just, you know, time consuming, was getting to be a bit much. So I kind of shut that down and had to refocus, regroup, and I stumbled upon some things and I got a new wind. Um, I think I mentioned in one of my videos before how I walked to the store and my skirt started to fall down and I didn't realize that I was even losing weight because the food over here is so much more healthier, you know, not all the additives and preservatives and all that stuff. And so I wasn't really eating like I ate in the US because junk food and fast food and stuff is to a minimum here. Like we do have in Dar es Salaam, we had KFC, Pizza Hut, Subway, and Burger King. But luckily enough, I wasn't really close enough to any of those places to be eating that on a regular basis. But I must say, I did test the KFC and it was delicious. But I was like, okay, we ain't gonna start this. I'm on a roll and I'm gonna keep it that way. So it tastes like, I don't know, you know, KFC like when I was a kid, not this newfangled KFC in the USA. Plus our animals and stuff aren't all pumped up with steroids and all that stuff. The vegetables straight out the garden to the vendor, like you scraping the dirt off. Literally, like your potatoes are just covered in dirt because they just pull them out the ground and sell them. So stuff tastes like it's supposed to taste. And I guess that was a win-win situation. So about 3 months ago, I started exercising and really getting it in. And oh yeah, I meant to upload this picture, but I didn't do it. So I've lost like, I don't know how much I'm weighing now because I don't do scales and all that stuff, but I've lost about 6 inches in my waist, if that's, you know, any gives you any clue as to just how the weight is just melting off even before I started working out. So with this new move, I have moved almost 400 miles away from Dar es Salaam to Arusha. I was kind of trying to keep it under wraps, but I just couldn't help myself because when I landed at the airport, the sky was clear and Mount Meru was just standing there all majestically. And yesterday I went up to the corner to get some chicken because my stove done broke. My stove broke on me, so I'm tired of eating cold fruits and vegetables. So I went up to get some chicken, and it's all over the place here. You see everybody's got this little fire burning, and they got them chicken roasting on the fire. So that's the equivalent of barbecue chicken. So I turned around, and I'm like, that's Mount Meru. You know, it was like right there. Usually, because they're so tall, they're covered by the clouds and you can't really see them. But it was peeking out, smiling on me yesterday. All the confirmation that I needed that I am definitely in the right place. And so, with that, getting in shape, I don't even know what happened, but I was joking when I came here, when I first moved here, and I kept saying one of my goals was to climb halfway up Mount Kilimanjaro. So Mount Kilimanjaro is the tallest mountain in Africa, and it is the tallest single freestanding peak in the world. It is 5,895 meters above elevation, which is approximately 19,000 feet. So while I was looking to see, you know, how I could climb halfway up Kilimanjaro, stuff started popping up that, oh, this is like one of the easiest treks you can make because it's straight hiking up the mountain. And it takes anywhere from 5 to 9 days. So I was like, halfway, shoot, let me get in shape because the next adventure, next major adventure will be me climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. So with that, I have a couple of things that I'm going to try to put together for any of y'all that are out there and you think you can come trek with me. I was hoping that my cousin Erin showed up. She's trekking in Georgia, finding all these nice little hidden gems in them hills in Georgia with these waterfalls and everything. But next year in July, I'm going to try to get with maybe a travel agent or something. And if any of y'all want to get in shape and come to task with me and climb Kilimanjaro, that's something that I plan to do next July. That's my birthday month. So I've had my first birthday on the continent and it was amazing. I was at my favorite place, the banana farm. And the owner was not there. He was off in the Serengeti taking care of some business, but his staff really laid it out for me and my friends. We had a good time. We tried to trek the mountain, but it was too wet, and went to see a Maasai herbal doctor. And he actually gave me something that I think Rhonda was mentioning, her arthritis, that actually helped my sore knees. And I've been trying to be on the move ever since. So I'm going to try to get together a group of adventurous sisters and brothers that want to start trekking maybe once a week or a few times a month. However, it's amazing because there's so much to see here. One of my banana farm, that's really what triggered it. The first time I went to the banana farm and he had me trek down to the mountain, we didn't even get to the other side of the mountain, but I think the whole thing was about 2 miles or something like that. And I did real good going, but I had to climb back up that mountain and I was about to conk out. And I was like, I'm not going to let this defeat me. Excuse me. I got to the end and I had to take a couple of breathers. So I am working on that because there are plenty of hills and mountains in this area for me to practice on. So with that, I will be forthcoming with information. I'll probably do a fundraiser because it's not cheap to climb Kilimanjaro. I'm getting in shape. I'm newly trekking, and hopefully I can get something together with a group of people to mark your calendars for next July. On my birthday next year, I want to be at the summit of Kilimanjaro. Yes, so that's one of my goals. And like I said, I'm in a new place. I'm loving it. I'm walking around the neighborhood. I'm in a really, really nice neighborhood. And still got to get this visa thing straightened out. My tourist visa will be expiring in November, and I'm going to just go to immigration and see if I can get another one, and that'll give me yet another year to see what I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll be staying here because I really, really like it. But in the event that I have to hitch it up and go elsewhere, my visa in Ghana doesn't expire until like 2024 or something like that. So that's some of the things that are going on here. I finally, I think it was yesterday, put my botanicals in my baobab oil to start infusion process, which takes about 4 to 6 weeks for the oil to infuse so I can start this infamous skincare line that has yet to materialize. So I got a lot going on. I'm happy, I'm shrinking, and I think anyway, just a couple of times that I came to Arusha, I know more people over here, so everybody calls and checks on me, and it's just, I'm loving it. So with that, hopefully some of y'all be wanting to come visit Africa. I'll be here. As I say, the motherland awaits you. I'm nestled in between Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti. It's still up in the air about that Serengeti trip. I would like to see some wild animals so that folks that just think Africa is the jungle and Tarzan and all that stuff, now I can honestly answer y'all and say, well, yeah, I went on safari, or I can go on safari, because the Serengeti is about 4 hours from me. And that's something that I look forward to. But I've got a whole big long list of national parks, national forests, small mountains, little hills that I would climb. A lot of them have waterfalls on them. And Mount Meru is like 1,000 meters lower than Kilimanjaro, but they said it's way harder to climb. And as you have to have an armed guide with you. It's the law to go up Mount Meru because up on the mountainside, you've got lions and zebras and giraffe and elephant. They're all living up in the forest area of Mount Meru. So that was like the one thing that piques my interest with Mount Meru. But that'll be probably right before I do Kilimanjaro because if it's a hard climb, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. So yes, so that's it in a nutshell. So on my 1 month absence, I made a major move within the country. I'm getting settled in. My pictures are still like laying on the floor. It's hard to try to hang something on cement walls. I've got a really cute house. It was totally remodeled, and I'm very pleased with it. Same low price, 300 Tanzanian shillings a month, which is approximately $128. So, yes, so still making out like a fat rat with this low cost of living over here. And, I'm trying to be like the locals, living on necessity outside of my trek to Kilimanjaro. Yeah, so I lost the initial list that I had of all the stuff that I wanted to talk about, which might be a good thing because then I can keep this one kind of brief. And one of my, Tony was in here on the last Cocktails and Conversation. He is here on the continent, but he is getting around. He was in Rwanda and he actually came up and talked on the screen. I think, yeah, I can't remember who all talked. Tommy, Robin, yeah, and Tony. And so now he's in Egypt. So he's making his way and he's got his little boys with him. So that is like really, really exciting. What we have to do is normalize people coming to the continent on vacations. I mean, if Paris and London is your thing, have at it. Come on, Rhonda, I'm waiting for you. I am waiting for you. Come on, come on, come on. This place is amazing, but we really need to normalize coming to the continent to visit because there's so much here. There's so much stuff here. And quite honestly, I had somebody make a comment about, oh, Africans don't care about X, Y, and Z. I have yet to be locked down. Most of the people here do not wear masks. When I go to the mall or to the supermarket, I will put on my mask because there's a lot of people. Here, I probably don't have to worry about it so much. There was 4.5 million people in Dar es Salaam, and I could tell every day the traffic was a nightmare. Coming from Houston, you would think I'd be used to it, but I still hate traffic jams. And over here in Arusha, there's less than 500,000 people. So I have not, quote unquote, seen a traffic jam yet. The market is not all congested, like the big major market is not all congested. And it's still really nice. And like I said, I think the produce and stuff over this way is even better than in Dar es Salaam because they grow everything over here. These mountains are rich. And yeah, so, we just kind of making it do what it do. We're free to go, come and go as we please. And so far, knock on wood, I hope it stays that way. Nothing major going on, going down. And yeah, I think that's about it because I can't remember what was on the other list and I couldn't find it. I'm very unorganized, let me just say. Say for the record, when I have an idea, I write it down. But when I have like 4 journals, I write in all of them. I'm not filling one up and starting on the next one. I write and then I'll flip to like a clean page. No order. So I got tired of looking through the pages to see where I wrote the stuff. That's the life I live. My sister had asked me, "Oh, don't you miss trucking?" No, I do not. And I'm so gully with it. I tell her, girl, not only am I not trying to drive over here, I don't even sit in the front seat. So, you know, luckily, there's so much stuff in this neighborhood. Like up on the corner, there's like this major, they call it a mall. It's a big shopping complex. It has a movie theater and everything. And it's like a block up the road. And then across from that is a petrol station with a supermarket in it and a bunch of little shops. But my landlord, she likes to drive to the main market, and it was pretty nice. It wasn't all crazy like in Dar es Salaam. So I still racked up, bought a whole bunch of stuff for a very low price. And so now, like a couple of things that I'm doing here is I feel more at home in this house. So let the decorating begin. And poly, as they say, slowly, slowly, just buying little decorative stuff to make it feel like the home that it is. And I actually did a 1 year lease. So, you know, I really, really like it. I mean, I really like it here. So hopefully I won't have to leave. You know, people throw up these comments about, oh, you can get married. No, I can't. Not ever, I don't think. Never say never, but you know, that's low, way low on the radar. I'm not even looking for something like that. I'm just trying to still get acclimated and get familiar. I'm learning Swahili better over here because a lot of the people over here do not speak English at all in Arusha. More of them speak English, I think, in Dar es Salaam. I'm also learning Arabic. Um, yeah, another story for another day. But if anybody knows, or last Sunday I did my Shahada. And so now I'm learning Arabic as well as Swahili. So my old brain is fried. And yeah, so anybody that's in here, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Anybody want to get on camera and talk? You have to be on a laptop or a PC, and I can send you the link. If not, you know, we can wrap it up. You can ask me questions, and I can answer them as best of my ability. Yes, okay, so I made sure that I got everything, and that. So yeah, so my little new modified list is complete. Trust me when I tell you the first one that I had that I can't find was twice as long, and I don't even know what I was writing on that. And yeah, so any questions? Anybody want to know anything? If you come here, you still can get a visa upon arrival. You don't have to apply for it in advance. And like I said, the only thing you need for that is a yellow fever shot. But y'all over there in the US, I don't know what they got going on with y'all, if they making y'all take vaccines to get on a plane, train, automobile. I'm not really sure. But to get here, I do, you know, they said that when I came here, but nobody ever asked me for it, a negative COVID test. But I was like rushed right through customs and everything. So it was easy peasy. And yeah. So anybody, any questions that you have? This will be a fairly quickie. I was hoping that some other people, I said, I think y'all done got free over there in the United States and y'all running around. I will try to stick at it for another 27 minutes. Give my unsolicited opinion about things, other things that contributed to my kind of overhauling. As you see, I changed the name. It's Kayla on Go, because you say let's and I say go. It's going down. I'm going to try to not be a tourist, but try to cover as much ground as I can in this country. And okay, you have a letter, and yeah, that just needs to go inside of your passport book, the letter. And I got it when I was in the military, but of course they lost my records and I had to get it again. That's a one and done, or like you said, a letter from your doctor if you fall under any of the exemptions or they miss. But yeah, I noticed that, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I surely do. Asante Sana and Karibu Sana. Thank you and welcome for supporting my channel and following along with my crazy antics. Gordon, is Gordon still in here? Are you still in here? Okay. I don't know if he left or not, but yes, I just keep it real. But I notice that people, they are drawn more to negativity. And so I don't want negativity on my channel. I don't want negativity in my life because I don't have to deal with it. This is hopefully a pleasant channel. So like I said, the name change, I got that on my last live. One of my subscribers christened me Sekela. I like it. It means bring forth joy. And so I said, well, since I'm moving to a new location and kind of changing the way I do things on this channel, it's not about to turn into a fitness guru channel because I will not be I let y'all listen to me struggle up that hill on the video that I posted Monday. Ooh, it tore me up. But I will be trying to conquer that hill again in the morning. And I'm gonna walk through the neighborhood and go early enough to where, I can record, and I don't really like having my camera in people's faces and putting them on unnecessarily. If they're off to a distance, they're fair game. But don't forget the house tour video. Okay, because it's coming. Right now, it's like kind of empty. And I will put the before and after pictures because she really did a really, really good job. So in the morning, when I trekked through my little neighborhood, which I thought was flat and it's not, I will go through there and then I will get up on the major road and go down a block and try to climb that hill again. Well, I did accomplish it, but my goal was to do it twice, go up, come down, go back up. My body was in shock because I knew it was a steep hill. I did not know it was that steep. So once I get that, I'm gonna be moving on to the next one. And hopefully my little trekking buddy will be back in town from the Serengeti and he can take me to some places to climb some hills and do a little trekking. Yeah, so I will definitely tomorrow is Saturday, cleanup day. So after I come back from my trek, then I will clean. Now, this is one of the cons of this house. Lots of pros and a couple of cons. So I live off of the major road that takes you from Namanga. I think it takes you to, I don't know if it takes you to Kilimanjaro, but it's like a major highway. Turn off of that, I'm on a dirt road. And it's a busy dirt road. It's not like just a local neighborhood dirt road. It is like a major road that leads down into this community. This is one of the newer communities here. So there's stores and vendors all down in here. And with that comes what? The big trucks. So the big trucks, the delivery trucks, bodas, which motorcycles, cars are all driving down into this neighborhood and kicking that dirt up. My front porch right now looks like it can grow some plants. I've got so much dirt and dust all over everything. So that's just one of the downsides. I hate sweeping. Everybody's like, get a house girl. Why am I gonna get a house girl? For one, I'm broke. For two, I can do it myself. And yeah, I don't like people all up in my space like that. So I will be cleaning tomorrow, and cleaning consists of sweeping and mopping because the dust is thick, because I in the daytime is sunny and beautiful, and it feels much warmer than the average temperature of about 75 right now. So I open my windows up and just let that air come in. I've got my own private compound. I'm not, oh, that's okay. That triggered something. I've got my own private compound, and I don't have to share utilities with people. So I'm learning how to do this. So the other night, I got finished doing my little internet thug thizzle, and I go in the kitchen to wash dishes, and the water is just trickling out, and then it just kind of just petered out. So I said, okay, must be like, Dar es Salaam, either the electricity was going out or the water was going out at the hands of the city. And so I woke up the next morning and it's still doing the same thing. So I called my landlord and I said, is the water out? And she was like, no, the water is on. She said, oh, you have to go outside and turn that little valve. And so it's a valve that connects the city water to my tank. I have a tank on top of the house, and fill it up. Live and learn, because I'm like, okay, because I ain't finna go all day with no water. So that triggered a memory. Before I moved out of my house, and it kind of sealed my fate, at that house, I had the only freestanding house in the compound. And then there was like 4 studio apartments. And then there was like a little shed that had, it was 2 brothers, but then one got married and moved out. So it had a guy that does the the maintenance in the compound. I had my own electric bill, but we shared water. And so what happened was, I think it was in June. Yeah, it was in June. The water goes out. Okay, it's not the first time, and we're not talking about, I thought it was maybe the city, but then the next day it's still no water. So I'm asking like, hey, what's going on? Where's the water? Oh, somebody didn't pay their portion of the bill. So they came and shut the water off. And I was like, but I've been asking all month, where is the water bill? How much is it? You giving me the runaround. I had recorded it and I was going to post it because I was 38 hot. We went 10 days with no water. I was fit to be tied, and I said, enough is enough. Landlord won't communicate. He keeps saying, talk to this person. Okay, that person is one that didn't pay their bill. So I was livid. At the 10th day, I was like, look, I will pay the whole dang on bill. What is going on? I can't roll like this. Poho baths ain't for me, okay? I don't know how y'all living, what you used to, but that aspect, all this acreage needs to be thoroughly submerged in water. So we got that straightened out, and I called my Dalali, and I was like, I think you're from Arusha. Do you know anybody over there that can help me find a house? And he came back and he was like, my sister has a house. Kudos. It needs some work, but when are you looking to move? And I was like, possibly next month, as soon as possible, whatever. And quick break. Rhonda, I am about 10 or 15 minutes from the Arusha airport, which is the small airport, and I'm about less than an hour from the Kilimanjaro International Airport. That's usually the big one that everybody flies in and out of, but Arusha Airport for me, coming from Dar es Salaam, was cheap and quick. So that's the one that I like to fly into. All right, back to my story, because y'all know I lose my train of thought. So he said that his sister had a house, it needed some work done on it, and that it could be available, she would let me know. I spoke with her. She's an awesome person. And she sent me pictures, and I was like, okay. And she said, I'm going to extend this bedroom out, and I'm going to do this and do this. When I got here, I was so pleasantly surprised. I mean, when I tell you my people are creative, they did the darn thing here. Like everything. They redid the plumbing. She extended out the bedroom and added the in-suite bathroom. So I had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, one level. I do not have to get dressed to come outside, to go down the stairs to get to my kitchen and living room. I've got a nice big kitchen. And yeah, this place is just really nice. And for the price, I think maybe depending on where you live, how your rental properties go, originally I'm from Michigan. And so this house would probably be anywhere $800 and up in the US, in Michigan. $128. So how they roll over here, because the stuff is so cheap, you have to pay in advance. So I did a 1-year lease, and I look forward to every day of that lease. It was something else that I was going to say, and of course I forgot. The count is going up. So those of you that are just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. I am just telling my story about why I've been missing for a month and what I have been doing. So those things added up, and I just knew that I had to leave. Plus, it was like live 128. I don't know what that is, Rhonda, but okay, explain. This place here, like I said, I have all my own stuff. I like the way they do their gates and everything. So like if I come out of my front gate, to the left is people making furniture. To the right is what would you call them? You wouldn't call them blacksmith, but they work the iron. So he made me these really nice curtain rods. Let me see if I can lift my laptop up and give you a gander of my iron curtain rods. He made the holders and everything. I don't know where the camera is on this, so that's my front window. I am goofy. Yeah, so those are the curtains that I had in Dar es Salaam, but he literally made those curtain rods. They are not aluminum, they are literally iron. And he doubled up on this one. He put some up on my bedroom window, so I do have curtains. They came in here working so when I decided to go, I found a moving company. I think that's what I was going to say. So the little move from Dar es Salaam, thank you, to Arusha was like 375 miles, so to speak. So being in trucking, I know, and using a moving company in the United States, I know how they roll. They come, they want to fill up their trailer, go into a certain area. So it could be weeks and months before you see your belongings. It costs an arm and a leg. It cost me a little over $100 to pack up my stuff, send it to the cargo company, and they left that night. My belongings actually beat me here. So they came and picked it up Saturday. I arrived that Tuesday, and I believe my stuff got here that Sunday or Monday, but it was already here. And they were finishing up painting and doing everything. So my landlord had them unpack my stuff, put my bed together, put the refrigerator in the kitchen. They put everything up, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is nice. I have a manual washing machine, which means I have to fill up when I was in Dar es Salaam, fill up the water, drain it, flip the switch to wash, to rinse, or whatever. So the plumber, he was like, no, I make a hose. And he hooked the hose up so that I don't have to lug water. So the only thing I got to do is switch it from wash to rinse, which is like lovely, cuts off so much time, because that was a workout in itself, filling up the washing machine with water. So I got all that done. And like I said, everything is just coming together, and I'm super excited about it. So yes, this is how I made it to my destination of Arusha. Next month, coming up. The 90 days coming fast and furious. So next month, um, probably 2 weeks. Like I think the first is coming up tomorrow. Oh my gosh. So I'm saying next month, like August is way away. So the first is tomorrow. By the end of next week, I'm going to need to go a 2 hour drive to Namanga, which is the Kenya border, make my exit, get my stamp, and come back in. So yes, just everything is got a lot going on, super busy, super, super busy, and I like it. So yeah, for those of you that are here, giving you yet another opportunity to ask any questions. Oh, I'm sorry, Rhonda. Oh, 128. Yes, that is how much my monthly rent equates to, about $128. It's 300,000 T shillings per month, which roughly adds up to like $128 and some change. Across the street from me is 2 apartment buildings, brand new. They've been totally empty for a year, my understanding. They want like 1,000,000 shillings per month for these apartments, and they don't look like they worth that. That's less than $500 a month. So they're supposed to be some kind of luxury apartments, but they don't really, on the outside, they don't really look like anything. So there you have it. Yeah. So I got the woodworkers to the left, I got the iron workers to the right. I have several little small markets, several people up and down the road selling produce. Go around the corner, they got other shops. I found a seamstress. We call them wakalas. So we pay with a lot of stuff on our cell phones. So the wakala, you can go and buy internet, cash out money from your Pesa, which is your money account on your phone, add to it, pay your bills, do whatever. We got several of those in the area. We have hardware stores, just all sorts of restaurants and everything in this area within walking distance. So, excuse me. Once a week, I go to the big market and rack up on my fruit and vegetables because I have been tearing up some watermelon since I've been over here. It's got seeds, it's sweet, it's red, and I'm going through like 2 a week. I'm surviving on watermelon. I couldn't eat watermelon in the US, and I couldn't keep it down because whatever y'all was scientific projects y'all was doing with them watermelon, oranges, none of that stuff. I couldn't keep it down. But here, another pleasant surprise. I can tear up some watermelon, and I am trying to make up for lost time. So what else? Yes, you feel at home. Come on, because home is waiting for you. Home is here. It is definitely here. So, yeah. Any other questions? I don't know why. Maybe it's slide around. Okay, so that's another thing. I think since about 5 months in on my free form blocks, and you can see the puffiness through. I normally put a lock sock on and then put my hijab over it, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not really caring, that it's puffy and not laying flat. So that's that. Doop, doop, doop. Anybody, welcome. For those of you that are coming and going, feel free to say hello in the chat. If you do not know how to get to the live chat, when you go on your phone or whatever it is that you're on, let me see if I can get the glare off. I cannot. Somewhere in there, it says live chat. It's next to the thumbs up, thumb down, and then it says live chat. Click on that, and it will bring you into the live chat. and just come in and tell me hello. That would be really nice. And if you want to jump up on share the screen with me really quick, I will send the link to you to do so. You have to be on a laptop or a PC. If not, we will shut it down in 6 minutes. This is probably the shortest live that will ever be done. In the event that you came in late, I gave a reason as to why I have been missing for the past month. I made a move. I made a major move within the country. I have been exercising, working out, eating healthily, getting myself right. Africa is definitely a place of healing. I heard some people say, oh, you need to heal before you get here. No, you don't. I am here healing. I am here healing on so many different levels. So, like I said, the weight is melting off. The food is much better. I feel like exercising because I'm not tired all the time, working all the time. What I do it at home, right here in this seat. I get up in the morning, I do my exercise or my walk or whatever, and then I start my day. Before I had every excuse known to man as to why I couldn't exercise. For one, I was just tired. And once you get into that mode of, I just want to sleep, the more sleep you get, the more sleep you want. So I'm really surprised that I did have like a really potent cup of coffee. They got some really good instant coffee here. Imagine that. And I've been like wired for sound all day. And I'm gonna get up early in the morning and go walk through the neighborhood, like I said. Also, I mentioned that anybody, now is the time to start making arrangements and saving your money. I will give dates on a future video, a future upload really, really soon on the dates. My goal, I found the company already that I want to trek with, but my goal is to be at the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, July 8th, 2022. So with that, you can do anywhere from a 5 to 9 day hike. So I suggest y'all start building up that stamina and getting right so you can come here and climb with me. I'm putting together a trekking group for people that want to trek. If you do come here and you come to this area, you know, hopefully by then I will know all of the cool places to go. My budget is free, but in the event that I can't find a lot of good free ones, it will be a minimum cost. Kilimanjaro is a major endeavor and it costs big bucks, and I'm just letting y'all know right now. You can pass the word, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. About 6 to 4 months out, I will be doing a fundraiser because it's major. It is a major event. I need major equipment. I'm trying to piece that together now as I go. I got 12 months to do that. But I need to curb some of those costs, so I will be doing a little bit of fundraising. I might sell y'all some banana leaves from Arusha. I haven't figured out yet what it's going to be. I know people do raffles and all that stuff. And I have some ideas about when I reach the summit, my flag that I post for the people that really contribute a lot. If you want your name to be embroidered into this flag, which will probably be red, black, and green. Who knows? But I have all sorts of ideas about that because I'm really, really excited about it. So as I think I started, because you know, I'll start a sentence and stop in the middle and start somewhere else. My channel, the overhaul of my channel is not taking a totally new turn. I am still in Africa and you'll still get to see what I'm doing in Africa, how I'm living, you know, day to day tasks, some exciting new adventures. But I'm trying to get away from that whole, oh, this is how you get here and this is what you need to do, because it did become overwhelming. And I didn't come here to be angry and upset and uptight. That's just not an option. When you get here, you just don't even want to feel that way ever again in life. And for those that personally knew me in the United States, y'all knew I was a ticking time bomb. I was just going off every day. Every day it was just something new, something new, something new. So I am much calmer. I feel much better. I have more energy. And this is, if I haven't said it before, or I may have said it before, let me reiterate, this is the best decision that I have ever made in my life. Oh my gosh. My only wish is that I would have had this mindset when I was like maybe 30, 40 years old. But since I'm not, I'm here now and I'm making the best of it. Walking away from trucking was the best thing that I could have ever done. I'm glad they gave me that final little nudge. And, it was I knew I was leaving the United States, and everybody around me was like, oh, I just need 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, whatever. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. So when that doctor in New Mexico said what she said to me, I was like, biatch, you do not know me like that. And I can show you better than I can tell you. And I gave myself 2 months to get it together and get the heck out of Dodge. And that's what I did. And like I said, the best decision that I have ever made in my life. So for those of you looking for a place to visit on the continent, this is a really nice place to come to, and I do not have a problem now with, trying to show you around, give you the best tips that I can when you get here, if you get here, however you get here. We got everything here, from beaches, safaris, mountains, all in this one country. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I have reached the 1 hour peak. Anybody have any questions? Anybody? I know there's a slight delay because I keep looking down because I'm watching myself on my cell phone, and it is like a real big delay over there. So yes, feel free to ask me your questions. Also, for those of you that have been in contact with me from day one, if you have questions regarding a move to the continent or to Tanzania in particular, you are still allowed to ask me questions. I just don't think I'm accepting no new friends to ask these questions unless you're a family member or someone that's already established, because I do have a lot of information in my previous videos. So with that, I hope you all rally around me for this Kilimanjaro task. I hope to even see some of y'all to come do it with me. And great new content is coming. Like I said, there's caves and waterfalls, and I'm in Maasai heaven. I love Maasai people. I absolutely love them. Everyone here is super duper friendly. And if you're following the Olympics, which I am not, I do not watch TV, but I did read a story, and Kenya showed up and showed out in full Maasai regalia. So them red and black checks that you see, that's what you see the Maasai people walking around with here. A lot of them still wear their traditional wear. So I really, really like that. And they've got really nice jewelry. Where's my Maasai bracelet? Boop. It's somewhere. Tomorrow is cleaning day, and I will get my table back organized. It's right in my face. So this is my bracelet that I got from the Maasai people. My friend Robin has one, and it has her name on it. They hand bead these bracelets. Like you can see the stitching on the back of it. These people are amazing. G Scott, what you laughing at? You know I ain't wrapped too tight. This you know. But yes, so um any questions at all? So there you have it. Major move, major life changes. It's a whole lifestyle change. And I considered just because when I went to the banana farm like 3 months ago, everything that Miss Veronica cooked was delicious, and it didn't have, I think one meal had meat in it. And so I became, in a week's time, accustomed to that. So I just did stop buying. Well, the only thing I was buying anyway was chicken and fish, but I stopped buying that and just strictly eating vegetables, beans. I'm not even really eating rice that much, but now I think I'm back on to a little chicken. And it's probably because the N word in me knows that my stove is broken. So that's my excuse to go up to the corner and buy a chicken. And they little chickens, it's not all pumped up with steroids and stuff. So they little tiny chickens. So yeah, I can in 2 days eat a whole chicken and be full and fulfilled. I only usually eat like one hot meal a day, and the rest of the day I'm just eating fruits and vegetables and stuff. But like I said earlier, my channel will not turn into a fitness channel. So the only thing that y'all could basically do, guaranteed, is to watch me walk through some of these areas, trek these mountains, and be a better me. Yeah, absolutely. And maybe motivate you. Like I said, if you can go to Paris and London and all the places, you can come to the continent, you can come to Africa. 54 countries. Pick one. Pick one. I ain't seen Tarzan Lily ass yet. And I hope I don't see him. I did see like Becky when I went up to the chicken place. I was like, ooh, I see white people. But there are more of them in this area because this is the hub for people that want to come and climb Kilimanjaro and Mount Meru and go to the Serengeti. This is like probably the closest major city. Also, like an hour away towards Kilimanjaro is Moshi, which is another larger city, but it's smaller than Arusha. So any water issues? No water issues outside of ignorance that I let my water tank go empty and I didn't know that I was supposed to turn on the knob and fill it up with the city water. Everything here is how can I say it? I don't want to say outdated. Some things they are way behind times, but some other things they are so far advanced. So it's really cute just learning to live this way with just the necessities and not all the wants and you don't even really want to live in a way that brings attention, because one thing that I will say, and it is my opinion, and I have a whole lot of them, and I do try to keep them under wraps, but one of the biggest mistakes that African Americans make when they come to the continent, and I can speak for the whole continent, but when they come to Tanzania, because of how cheap stuff is, if they're like on retirement pay, disability, or whatever, it goes a long way. So they get over here and they get to flossing. And we had an influx last year when I came, people were coming to Tanzania by the droves. This year, the past few months, they've been leaving by the droves. I personally don't plan to go anywhere, so I am living as a minimalist. But I do love my little house so much that I do want to fix it up. So if any of y'all watched my video, I think last week, yeah, because Monday was my trekking video. So last week was the video that I just had like stuff moving and just little clips. I had my first birthday on the continent and it was really, really nice. So the owner of the banana farm called his staff and they put on this really nice dinner for us. It had we had rice, we had chapati, we had chicken, whole fish, a goat leg, vegetables. They cooked me a cake, the whole 9 yards. You can see it on that video. I was pleasantly surprised, and my Dalali, my landlord, and two of my subscribers turned friends. They were here, and I just said, the owner of the banana farm is hosting a lunch for us. You know, if y'all want to come this day, we're coming. And they were like, oh, yeah, yeah. I said, it's not going to cost y'all nothing. Just come. So we piled up and we went there. And so when we got there, I thanked them for coming to share the moment with me because it was my birthday and they didn't know it was my birthday. So is it possible to give your friends a surprise birthday party for yourself? We had a really, really good time. So my landlord, she was like, oh, yes, this is really good. This is very tasty. She said, and I can cook too. So Sunday, I'm going to host a meal. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, my landlord and her mama was not going to be outdone by the banana farm. When I tell you, they served like a 50-course meal, and I was mad because I had prior obligations, and I told them, you know, I have to be back home by a certain time. And first they came out with soup with these cute little servers. So they came out with soup. And then I was like waiting and waiting. I was like, y'all, I said, I feel so bad. I said, but I have to go. I really have to go. And they said, no, you're not going anywhere. You start eating what's done. And I was like, what? I have never shoveled food down my gullet so fast in my life. When they said eat what was done already, it was like 2 or 3 different kinds of stewed beef, barbecue chicken, sausage, I think, pasta, some kind of avocado salad. It was like the whole table was covered with food. They had chips, they had rice, they had some kind of parfait with, I think it was fresh fruit with yogurt poured over it or something, but their yogurt doesn't taste like our yogurt. And they said, she came into the door and she said, are you enjoying yourself? Oh my gosh, I'm about to hurt myself. She said, good. She said, because we're just halfway done. What? I was so mad that I had to leave because I was going to act like I had no home training. Well, I was acting like it anyway because I was just like literally shoveling food, trying to eat as much as I could. I have never tasted anything that tasted so delicious in my life. And then while my plate was piled up this high, she came out with some little bitty whole fish that they had fried. And I was like, this don't really go, but I'm gonna eat that too. And they had kebabs and they had this and they had that. And it was just amazing. So that was a very nice welcome to Arusha. And I said, I'm gonna have to go walk 50 miles to get all that food out of my system. So yes, they like to cook here and it is delicious and it's really not fattening. Like they got a couple of chunky sisters out here, but for the most part, these people are not. And no, they're not poor and no, they're not starving. So, and no, I'm not starving either. Yes, they said it out. Like we literally had to eat in the living room. They had some trays in the living room because the whole big long dining room table was covered with dishes. And it was so on. I don't even think I got a video or a picture of it because the house was smelling yummy. And from the moment we got in there, we were just like, soup, this, that, like a 50-course meal. It was amazing. Like, who is out this time of night? Oh, yeah, I do have a couple of bars and stuff up and down the road as well. So I feel safe because, like I said, on that tour, I will show you my big cement wall and my big old iron gate. I do have one of those. I'm so proud. Yes. So anyway, any further questions? If you have any questions, let me know. And that's something that you can look forward to. They like visitors and they like to feed people. And it's delicious. I don't even think I ate goat in the United States because it was like funky. The goat meat is not all gamey tasting over here. You really can't tell the difference between the goat and the cow meat over here. In the video from last Monday, when they were singing the remix of Happy Birthday, everybody was singing their own version of Happy Birthday. When I panned around, Dennis was barbecuing and cutting up a goat leg on the grill. That's what was on the grill. It was the bomb. All them no meat eaters, they was tearing that goat meat up. I was like, all right, all right, all right. You're gonna learn today. So yes, I still like a good meal. Yes, all right. So those of you just coming in, welcome, welcome. I have discussed what I needed to discuss. You missed the first portion of it. You can catch it on the replay. I'm gonna try to keep this one as short as possible so that it won't be, as my sister say, it won't make your ADHD kick in. Watching a big old long live video, but I gave all the information that I need. Stay tuned. Information will be forthcoming about a trek up Kilimanjaro. If nobody else has any questions, I will wait a couple of minutes because I'm looking at the delay over here. And all righty, I will give it to, you got 14 minutes. All righty, Rhonda, thank you for coming. Thank you. I surely appreciate it. And yes, the information will be coming. I do have a person of interest in the United States that handles travel and stuff. So maybe I can get with her and see if we can put something together with some great rates for y'all to come on in here and come trekking with me up Kilimanjaro. And if I didn't say, I meant to say, Kilimanjaro is a easy trek. It is all hiking, no rock climbing. You don't need no ropes and all that stuff. The only thing that happens is when you start off at the bottom, you are in like a tropical rainforest. Then you kind of go to like a deserty terrain. And then the last couple of days of climbing, you are in an Arctic blast. It is consistently negative 20 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit at the top of Kilimanjaro all year round. So yes, some things that I look forward to. All right, so if no one has any further questions, Bolo, be on the lookout for the information coming up. You've got a whole year to get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And thank you all for coming. I'm going to shut it down if nobody else has any questions. I sure will. I will get with her. I was hoping that she would have showed up. If any of you are on, one last thing, I know I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. If any of you are on my Facebook or Instagram page and you have a business or you have a craft or something that you, my page, let me write it up here. Let me put it in the banner. Create a banner officially. I think it's an underscore, but just put this in there on Facebook. Yeah. Add banner. Show. All righty. That is my page on Facebook. And if you have a craft, you make t-shirts, you make mugs, you do travel, you braid hair, you press hair, you do whatever, you cut it off, you're a barber, whatever your business is, you're a consultant, a counselor, feel free to come over to my officially Yenemy page on Facebook and post your BOBs, your Black-owned businesses. This is something that I do on Facebook regularly. If you post something, I will post it in my story. We need to support each other. And since I'm not there in the country with you, I can still support you by getting the word out. And the more people that you tell about it, the more people will know. It is absolutely of no cost to you because I want to see all of us succeed. You understand? So sometimes you have to tell your people, if we. So if you know somebody that braids hair, no matter what state you're in, come to my page, Officially Yenemy, because that stems from the first YouTube channel, and post the business there. I don't have any problems with that. That's what that's there for. And like I said, my gal, I was hoping that she would have shown up. She might be in here. There's people, I see a number, but there's only like 2 people commenting. Do it, just do it. I'll get with her and then I will put the information up as soon as possible. And I think last time I checked with the airlines and stuff, you can't, I don't know how far, I don't think you can book out more than 3 months on a lot of the airlines, but I will check into that and see, and we're gonna make it do what it do. And yeah, also anybody knows a graphic person that can design me a new logo. I may have to do it myself, but I'd rather not. All right, y'all. I'm done. Nobody had any more questions. Rhonda, you're on, I think, Instagram, right? You're on my Instagram page. Send me a message on my Instagram, and I'll get you that information for the travel person. And yeah, Gordo, I'm still waiting for you to show up. Yes, 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 yes. All right, it's been a pleasure. And on the next one, y'all be ready to get up on this camera. I like to share my screen. And the next one may be at a weird time for you all because I'm going to try to do one for the people that are here in Tanzania. So like I said, it's like 3:21 in the morning here. So I'm definitely about to shut it down. It's about one day. Oh, let me be messy. Not you per se, Gordo, because I don't think you do it. I know you do travel to some great places. But y'all running back and forth to Vegas, wasting all your money. 2 or 3 of them trips, and you can have your ticket to Africa and see something for real, other than old dusty. I'm not a fan of Las Vegas. So, dusty Las Vegas. Y'all be running to Vegas like y'all really, really seeing something. It only look good at night. In the daytime, it's just a dust ball. So, exactly. So save up some of them tickets to Vegas and Miami and bring yourself to the continent and see how we really living. Okay, because there's some wealthy people over here. It's some good people. It ain't no feed the children. I just read an article today that said Tanzania was like one of the poorest countries in Africa. Okay, if you say so, but let me just put you up on game. Tanzania is sitting on gold, diamonds, rubies, tanzanite, amethyst, all these mines over here. And our previous president, may he rest in peace, John Magufuli, he didn't play those games. You cannot come up in here and rape this country. He wasn't going for it. I don't know what the new dude is going to do. I can't say, I don't know, but he didn't play those type of games. So suit yourself with that poorness. It's lovely over here. So anyway, with that, I love y'all, my water lilies. You will still be water lilies. Why? Because there's plenty of waterfalls over here. And so you can still be, is that thing from that movie? I didn't see the movie, so yeah. And hopefully some of these borders, other borders will start opening up and calming down, and I can show y'all some of the other. There's 6 countries surrounding Tanzania, and we are the major port for all of those 6 countries. So if that's telling you anything, poor. Okay. Anyway, love y'all. It's been real. Good night, good morning, whatever it is. Toodles. Wahedi. And I'm out.